Alright, g'day everyone, RisingFunGaming here. Welcome to the light bowgun video. I'm going to be taking on Mizutsune in this particular run. So please do wish me luck. We might try something we haven't tried in our demo coverage so far, the Antidobra, which is going to get us a rainbow looking man icon on our sort of buff icon there, which apparently gives us resistance to all elements or blights or something, which might be fun. If not fun, very useful. Okay, Mizutsune with a LBG. A little bit scary, but what's good to know is apparently the armor is going to be consistent between Blade Master and Gunner, just like it was in Monster Hunter World. So I don't feel as bad as our defense should be pretty good. There's something I want to point out too. You see those crosses on the bug wire gauge there? That denotes that you can't use bug wires during that particular, I guess, knockdown animation. So while it's been very, very useful to use these bugs, to sort of get a leg up when falling down from most attacks, I guess, or lots of attacks, there are some monster attacks that are just so strong that you can't use that. You can't get yourself out of it that way. Just thought I'd address that. That's something we've not talked about yet. Alright, now more specifically about light bowgun. Let's show off what it can do. So we're just doing our bread and butter normal one, which is the only rapid fire mode ammo type for this gun in this demo. I guess the next thing we should do is work on, let's do some of the bug wire moves. First one we want to do is getting in fast and doing a blast, like so, and that requires 2 of the bugs. It doesn't take any of your ammo to do that last blast, I believe. It's just some sort of bug wire art specific ammo that comes out of, I don't know, the gun specially made for that situation. Okay, as you saw there, I accidentally put down a, I think, what's it called? Wyvern Blast, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, Wyvern Blast. So you can plant Wyvern Blast into the ground and detonate them near monsters, or have monsters detonate them accidentally on themselves. So that returns, you can see the little orange coloured shells above my ammo list there, and that denotes how many are ready to go, obviously on a cooldown. But the cool thing is you can now plant these into monsters using an aerial jump, and we'll try and do that here. Ooh, almost put ourselves in danger. So you can see that I've planted it on the back of Mizutsune, and you can detonate it, I think 3 times. It's really cool. So it's really fun trying to hop over. You can use this as both an evasive and an offensive maneuver. Jump over bubbles, jump over beams, jump over all sorts of things. Plant those in it. I like heading over to Pierce so I can ripple it through and detonate them at the same time, because it can be a little bit tricky to detonate those with other ammo. And as it's a blade, a bug wire move, getting attacks or proccing those, I guess, is going to, God, I've got a long way to go with this, is going to build up this rider gauge. Okay, what do we do next? We'll do another one of the rush-in blasts. Best if we can get that on the head. So that move that you're seeing there with the rush-in, and sorry that I don't remember all of the proper names for them at the moment. You can sort of activate the blast earlier in on the rush. There's a little bit of leeway in the activation distance, but you've got to keep it very, very straight. I've found there's not like a whole lot of ability to change the direction of your fire when you do that rush in. Alright, so sticky ammo is back in the game, and it will indeed do stun damage. So plugging it on the head here will eventually get us a KO. Hopefully it'll proc now. Opening this up to do this. Again, for really good damage. It's a good fast amount of damage you can get off for 2 of the bug gauge things. And it's very, very useful. The LBG needs something like that. It's a risk-reward thing. You got to get in close. But because gunner armor is equivalent in defense now to Blade Master armor since the start of 5th gen, I guess, that risk is sort of abated somewhat. Which makes it a little bit more attractive to go in and get in the face of monsters. Now, if you miss the monster and don't plug it in the air, it will go into the ground like normal, and you can proc it in the normal ways you would. So there's no downside to missing it. Well, no huge downside, depending on your strats. Hopefully you detonate it. Good girl. And I am a big fan of it because, especially in multiplayer, I like focusing on trying to get the Wyvern Blast into the monster, and then the other Blade Masters or indeed long range users can help me proc it. Alright, with this aerial vault, I think it's called the Fanning Vault, you've also got the aerial shot you can do. And on the second shot, I found you often get sort of a leg up, or like a little kick in the air, which keeps you up a tiny bit. I haven't been able to do 3 shots in the air, but I'm sure there's setups where you can do that. If we do it with rapid in the air, kind of looks like this. I'll show you how much airtime I can get. And in the air you can turn around your aim pretty fast and swift, so yeah, it's pretty useful. Very flashy. Depending on circumstances, you'll be switching between that and the impregnation of the Wyvern Blast. So you've got options there. Now with the demo, I believe we aren't going to have access to all of the blade, I keep calling it blade, the bug wire moves for each weapon. So there's going to be some more stuff to come, some more information in the future. I look forward to seeing what else there is, but so far I'm very, very pleased with what I can do with the bug wire on LBG. I found some weapons in the demo so far I'm like not particularly impressed, or I'm just like, oh yeah, no worries. But LBG is one of the ones that is a bit of a wow factor for me, especially this one. Sorely needed, and I really need to practice my distancing with that before we activate it, because getting on the body is really, really, really tough. I mean, no, it's really easy, but not very damaging. That's what I'm trying to say. As I escape death. Alright, Mizutsune is going to be weak to Dragon and Thunder Element. Unfortunately, there's no Thunder Element on any of my ammo here. But we do have, eat this, we do have Thunder. Oh no! Let me just focus on healing, commentary, and staying alive. Hard to achieve all at the same time for some, including yours truly, but we're getting there. Okay. We do have cluster, we might play around with a little cluster. Where are you going? Oh, almost. Plant this one. And before we do that, we'll 1, 2, we won't get too greedy, 2's fine. Please. Please, please, please. Oh, I got it. To mediocre effects. What will we try next? Let's try freeze ammo just because. Come on, hit it. Speaking of hitting it, didn't even react to getting blasted in the face. Alright, so I think from now on let's just do free hunting. I think I've showed off all I want to show. So we'll see how this dance plays out. We use the old bread and butter normal 2 here. Let's go in for a blast. Head. Nice. So, got a couple of wind blasts to use here. We might try and get it on the head. Or on the body. Or on the ground even. Damn it. But Mizutsune being kind enough to proc it on itself. I'm very interested to know how Hunter Arts will affect ribbon blast damage. Didn't play much LBG at all in World. I think there was something that affected it. But yeah, I can definitely see myself using lots of LBG in Rise. It's been a bit of an eye-opener playing it in the demo. Just how fun, cool it is. Okay. Really kicking my butt. Oh, that got cancelled. That seems buggy. Oh, game in development, guys. Alright, let's get Pierce rumbling through here. It's one of my favourite things to do. Especially with these long sausage-shaped monsters. Very conducive to it. The ripple, the ripple. Okay, in a lot of trouble. Our poor little Mizutsune friend. Dog. Let's go, Sarah. What will we do now? Might just normal it. I know I've got one of these to play with. Right in the kisser. One. 2, which probably whiffed. Yeah, it's on the ground. So we'll get the proc on that, hopefully with... There we... Oh no, didn't get it. Can we entertain you towards... Oh, no, 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 no. When you see your fate before your eyes. Ooh. Come and proc this. Come on. I really need to get these. Thank you. And let's slow this girl down. Let's get a bit of height. There we go. Thunder fun. I want to go in for the big blast now. Now that you're slower. Still pretty mobile. Now that also hit the ground. Boop. This should be a good time. Yeah, got ya. And we were close to killing it with that blast too. It's a shame it wasn't the killing blow, but not gonna complain. A very fun hunt. I guess we should go ahead and see if we've got a plate ready for us. I've only gotten the plate, the rarest card for low rank here, once in the demo. After quite a few Mizutsunes at this stage. Ah well, not this time either. Oh well, that's going to be LBG. It's a very, very fun weapon. It's very mobile. It's got some pretty aggressive options in that double bug wire move, which does pretty good damage. In terms of DPS, we're going to have to see what sort of builds we can do in the full game and how we can maximize our damage and make it on par with some of the highly damaging Blade Master weapons. But at the end of the day, it is a hoot. It's such a wild weapon to play with. And yeah, it's definitely in my top 3, I'd say, at this point. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been RisingFunGaming. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you again soon. Alright, until then, it's goodbye for now.